My name is Amber Wireman. I grew up in Magoffin County here in Kentucky. I attended undergraduate at the University of Pikeville as part of a 4x4 program called the Osteopathic Medical Scholarship Program, where they recruited pre-med students interested in becoming physicians from Eastern Kentucky in the hopes that they would graduate from the University of Pikeville and Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine, and then continue to serve in the Eastern Kentucky area, which is medically underserved. So that scholarship allowed me to graduate from the University of Pikeville with a bachelor's in biology. And then I attended the University of Pikeville, Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine, and graduated there in 2019. From there, I attended psychiatry residency in Huntington, West Virginia with Marshall Psychiatry. My great-grandmother was on hospice, and my grandmother cared for her alongside of the hospice nurses. And I actually hung out with my great-grandma a lot while the hospice nurses were there, and whenever they weren't there, and they always told me what they were doing while they were doing it. And so I was always interested from a young age. My elementary school teachers, they told me, there's programs for girls interested in science to pursue that level of education. And so I enrolled, I think, in the 4th grade in a program called Girls in Science, where I stayed for 2 weeks on the University of Kentucky's campus. And we attended, biology classes and things like that, and I made a lot of lifelong friendships there. My mom was a beautician, and so she had many different people from many different walks of life in her barber shop, and I was just always so interested in talking with the people who were involved in medicine. And I think it was, through their shared experiences and through the Girls in Science program that I started to realize maybe this was something achievable for me. It's actually been a lot of support that I've received from many different people and encouragement from many different people in my community. The reason why I was able to pursue this education and become a doctor. As a first-generation college student, a lot of the ways that we navigate higher education, it comes with a big learning curve. You just don't know what you don't know kind of thing. And it's been with the help of innumerable people that I've been able to graduate from medical school. I just remember how people who have depression, anxiety, ADHD, PTSD, there was really nowhere in our area that people could get care for that whenever I was growing up. And so I was like, well, this is a place that, number one, I feel very interested in to continue lifelong learning. And number two, I can go back and serve my community that helped me get to this place in the first place. And that's whenever I decided I wanted to pursue psychiatry. Was my 3rd year of medical school. If you or a loved one are experiencing symptoms that you're worried you may be depressed, or you're having severe anxiety symptoms, or any other mental health concern that you've been worried about reaching out to somebody else about, number one, you can mention it to your family doctor and they can refer to psychiatry. So that way you at least have a familiar person to offer you a bridge to be able to access a psychiatrist for mental health. And then number two, there's always the National Mental Health Hotline, 988, which launched a couple of years ago. If you're having suicidal thoughts or other significant psychiatric concerns, call that number and there's someone available to you to talk to you 24 hours a day.